Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. I hope you all are doing well. Today we have with us the baby RC, the RC125. Now KTM has remapped the ECU and done some changes in the exhaust. Apart from that, it is the same RC125 that we saw last year. And that's it. Hope you did like this video. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and ring that bell so you never miss an update from Rev Explorers. This is me, Abhinav Bhatnagar, signing off. Bye bye. But we promised for a comprehensive review. So really Raj won't let me escape from here. So here we are with the RC125 BS6. Special thanks to KTM Baner for providing us this bike for this review. You can visit their dealership with the promise of safety because they make sure that the bikes which are given for test drive or even inside their showroom are sanitized properly and safe for you to sit on and take it for a ride. So let's begin from the front side. You have the same twin projector headlamps and LED indicators which are mounted on the rear view mirrors. And it is safe to say that this is the most feature packed 125cc bike available in India because KTM has not compromised a bit in this 125cc bike. And that is why you get to see the same 43mm upside down forks by WP. Along with that is the same orange 17-inch alloy wheel with MRF Revs tire. So the front tire section is 110 by 70 with a 300mm disc brake. Although a 125cc does not require such a big disc brake, but then still KTM is not at all compromising on anything. And that is why you get a single channel ABS with the RC125. The underpinnings of the RC125 are the same as its elder sibling, the RC200 and the RC390. So it is a fully faired bike available in just one color, that is orange. So not exactly orange, but orange and white. You get 9.5 liter fuel tank with a claimed fuel efficiency of 40 kmpl. However, the 40 kmpl fuel efficiency is slightly low for a 125cc engine, but in the ride section I'll explain you why it is justified. Now coming to the powerhouse of the RC125. You have the 125cc DOHC 4-valve liquid cool engine which generates 14.5 PS of power at 9250 RPM and 12 Nm of torque at 8000 RPM. And the engine is mated with a 6-speed gearbox. Now, despite of being a track-oriented bike, this bike gets a 178.5 mm ground clearance and the complete bike sits on the steel trellis frame and weighs just 154 kgs. Now, this is the dry weight of the RC125 and the RC125 gets an underbelly exhaust. Now the RC125, just like its elder sibling, gets a split seat. So this is a step-up seat. I myself won't ever sit on this seat. I love to sit on this one and I love to ride it from this one. So it is not really a practical bike for a pillion, but then for a rider, it is a fun bike. Along with that, you get the WP monoshock suspensions and aluminium cast swing arm. The rear wheel is also a radial tire with a 150/60 section. So it is a MRF Revs tire and the rear disc brake is 230mm. How do you really make out this is the RC125 and not the RC200 from here? So KTM has managed to put that RC125 below the pillion seat, which looks very neat and clean, and the overall graphics and the color scheme, I really like it. At its tail is the same LED tail light and the LED indicators. So this is the RC125 BS6 and now I'm going to hop on the saddle. So the saddle height of the RC125 is 835mm and I feel that a person with 5'6" height can easily manage on this bike. And as suspected, the seat is slightly stiff because it is a track oriented bike. Now let's check out the digital console of the RC125. So it gets a digital tachometer, digital speedometer and gear position indicator. Now in the center you get an information display where you get various informations like low oil pressure, low fuel level, high coolant pressure, side stand down information. On the left lower side is the engine temperature gauge, and on the right lower side is the fuel gauge. And above this digital instrument cluster you have multiple indicator lamps for engine malfunction, shift warning light, neutral indicator, turn signal indicator and high beam indicator. On the right side you have the general warning light, the ABS warning light and the immobilizer indicator lamp. On the right side you have the kill switch and the single touch self start. On the left hand side you have the pass switch, the headlight controls, the turn indicator control and the horn. And it is a very loud single tone horn. So it's time for me to take this bike on a ride. But before you go on a ride, don't forget to wear your helmets and follow all road safety rules. Once you start riding, it feels just like its elder sibling, the RC390. The same track-oriented nature, the aggressive stance, the rear set foot pegs, low set clip-on handlebars, the seating ergonomics and the fit and finish are just like the RC390. It is easy to tuck yourself in and grab the fuel tank. However, the seats are slightly stiff as compared to the new RC390 BS6. But that is what you need on an RC, a stiffer setup, which will help you increase your focus on the track or maybe the road. But I can tell you that nothing has changed in the RC125 since the last year, apart from the engine being BS6 compliant, and that is the only difference you can spot between the RC125 and the RC390, the difference in power band. That is justified because the RC125 was launched by KTM for beginners who aspire to evolve in this field. The engine is super refined, and I can say that this bike packs the most advanced and refined engine in the 125cc segment. The initial pickup is slightly on a lower end, but this bike shows its true KTM colors from the mid-range to the top range, and it is tuned to give out everything that a 125cc engine could. That is the reason why it could only deliver 40 kmpl. If you take it in this sense, the efficiency is good because you buy a KTM for power, and what fun is it to ride a KTM which will give average power and good fuel economy. It will never make sense to me at least. Do you know this is the only bike in the 125cc segment to get a 6-speed gearbox? Bikes in India don't get 6-speed gearbox even on a 200cc engine. The clutch is also super smooth and light, just like its buttery smooth gearbox. I felt no issues at all while aggressively shifting the gears. You get same disc brakes that are available on the RC200. The brakes have a very good bite and super powerful stopping. The bike gets a single channel ABS to prevent the front tire from locking and skidding. The rear brakes are also good, but if you hit them hard, they are going to lock. Overall braking confidence on the RC125 is great. So you actually get that sense of feedback of how much time will it take to come to a halt. The spot where this bike shows its true KTM characteristics is the handling. The RC125 gets superior handling because of the stiff suspension setup, which is actually needed with the aggressive stance to make it so good at handling. But the only thing is, this bike is not meant for off-roads. For that matter, not even rough roads. Because the suspension won't forgive. Each pothole and bump travels all the way to your body, and it can be felt hard. Truly, this bike is not meant for all this. It is meant for great roads and corners. And to give that confidence, you need a suspension setup which gives you a good feedback. This bike does it, and hence you get to feel all the bumps. At last, this bike is a great beginner's package. You get all the underpinnings from the elder RCs in the RC125. Hence, the cost is high. KTM would have chosen to change the suspension and braking setup to make this bike more cheaper, but they did not. They kept it like the way other RCs have been, which is a good thing, and for good things you need to pay a good price. The RC125 is a completely track oriented bike, and it is a very good bike for the beginners. So you get everything in the RC125 as the elder siblings, the RC200 and the RC390, just the engine is of a smaller size. Now for this aggressive orange monster, you have to pay a good price of 1.59 lakhs ex-showroom Delhi, which I still feel is slightly high despite of all the things that RC125 has to offer. And I say so because its blue rival is available on a lower price with a slipper clutch and dual channel ABS and a slightly bigger engine. And with that said, our RC125 BS6 review has come to an end. I hope you did like this video again. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button and ring that bell so you never miss an update from Rev Explorers. You can also get in touch with us on our social media platforms, or you can just leave your queries in the comment section below. We would be happy to help you. See you again in the next video. Till then, stay home and stay safe. Bye bye.